entire hour. We're gonna get things started with Beyonce. I love this song. Here's Countdown.
It's crazy in here, isn't it?
It's so crazy in here. It's awesome.
We are so happy to have you back in our city and in our country, Canada, but here in Toronto. Thank you for being with us for the whole hour today.
Thank you for having me.
So we know you arrived last night, and I was just asking you if you get all kinds of fans at the airport, and there were a lot, right?
Yes.
There to greet you as soon as you arrived.
Yeah, there was a few.
Which is fun. We saw, though, last night, Jordan Francis, who's your fellow camp rocker.
Yes.
Who's from Toronto. You guys went out last night.
Well, he came by to say hi with his mom, and I'm close with his mom, so I wanted to say hi to them, and it was good to see them.
Do you keep it? Have you seen him in a while? Because like, you don't
No,
come
I
up
haven't
here.
seen them since tour last year, so I wanted to say hi, and it was good to see my fellow Canadian friends.
Well, we're going to get right into it. All your biggest fans are here, and I want to make sure that the audience asks you questions. So we have Laura here with our other host, Phoebe.
Hi.
I'm here with Laura, and she was telling me earlier she's seen Camp Rock like how many times?
Oh, probably like a good 50 times.
Awesome.
She wants to ask you a question.
Yeah, filming Camp Rock, you were in Canada for so long, so what do you miss most?
What do I miss most? I don't really know. I think that I miss being in Canada. I think that being in Canada and shooting in Toronto was so much fun. Like, I came back and I was like, yeah, Canadians are awesome.
We thought maybe there was something that stood out, but I mean, your fans have been telling us that you like ketchup chips or something?
I love ketchup chips. They don't have those. They don't have those in the United States.
We had a big debate about this morning because you can't get them in the States.
You
right?
can't. It's such a bummer.
And you-
I don't know why. That's
you
such
really
a good
like
question.
the steak- you
Somebody
like the
said why.
taste?
I do like the taste.
I just think they're weird, that's all.
You can think they're weird. I can think that they're awesome.
Did we hook you up in the green room? Did you get any yet?
You didn't hook me up. That's okay.
I'm gonna hook you up. We have a vending machine in the building.
Awesome.
And we'll make sure someone gets some.
Okay, awesome.
We have 45 minutes to get Demi Lovato ketchup chips.
ASAP.
Do we seriously?
Get them, yeah.
Oh, well, we'll get them.
Sweet.
We'll get them.
Thank you.
We'll bow down. Okay, this is why you're here. Unbroken, the album cast. It's been doing so well. I mean, do you put this on and listen to it now?
I actually don't. I feel like that would be really weird. But I did have to for when I was in rehearsals for tours, so I kept it in my car and I had to like learn the words to the songs and make sure that I had it down perfectly and go over the dance moves in my head while other people were driving. And yeah, it was just, I really enjoyed listening to it and I was really proud of it, and it's such a good feeling to really be proud of something that you've worked so hard on over the past year and a half, really. So I'm excited.
And for your third record, I mean, there's a lot of changes obviously with you. How do you define sort of this stage of your musical career at this point in your life?
I would say this stage of my musical career, it's more, I guess, more mature. I've grown up a lot and I've been through a lot, so I kind of feel more mature, more grown up, I guess.
You have to grow up fast in this industry.
Yeah, in this industry and just life in general.
You're young though. I mean, you're 19.
Yes.
How old do you feel?
I feel like 50. Yeah.
You are a hot 50-year-old.
Thank you. Look, there's just a lot of makeup on.
But Skyscraper was the lead single, and obviously you got so much support. But you got support from like celebrities, Katy Perry, Pete Wentz, Kelly Clarkson. They all expressed to you.
It was awesome.
The emotion they felt from listening to the song. What's that like when you get those kinds of that kind of feedback?
It was amazing. You know, those people are some of my friends, and so it was really nice having their support. And you know, they're all really, really sweet people. And I look up to Kelly Clarkson so much. She's so amazing. And to have her like compliment Skyscraper, and she even complimented, I think it was My Love's Like a Star, and over Twitter. And I just was like, oh my God, I'm dying. So it was a really big deal to me. Love you too.
Have you? Hey, this is not a contest. Have you met Kelly Clarkson then, or have you just only exchanged? You have.
We met a long time ago, and then we stayed in touch through like texting and Twitter and stuff. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
So, I mean, you chose Skyscraper to lead off your return for a very symbolic reason, right?
Yay! No labels.
Hey, I know the rules. Close.
Product placement.
Just always open them backwards later. But I just want to touch on this a little bit because I have to say, and I know your fans respect you for this, but you've just been so honest and open about everything.
Thank you.
And you don't. See, people are crying. I mean, I hope you're crying talking about it because to be quite honest, no one sees this in this industry that can be so frugal, so they can scrutinize people, it can be very superficial, and you've come out and just been this, ray of sunshine. Really, it's not a happy issue, but it's been refreshing to see someone talk about it so honestly. So instead of touching on every single issue because you've talked about it so many times, I just want to know why you decided to take that route. With this.
I decided to take that route because once I went into treatment, I realized, well, it's all gonna come out now. If I pick my nose in treatment, it's gonna come out. Any little secret that I had was about to come out, and so I realized, I might as well be open and honest. But then I also realized while I was in there, why not share your message and be proud of it and talk about the issues? Because if you speak about your courage to get help, then other girls are gonna think that maybe they have the courage to get the same help that you did. And I know that there are young girls in here that may have eating disorders or may have cutting issues, and it's important to speak up and get help about it because you never know. Those diseases can get the best of you. They can take your life, so get help and it can save your life.
Have you felt like you've done a lot of big interviews, Ellen, Access Hollywood, all the big media outlets? Was there ever any worry though that people would just put all that focus on there and then avoid your music career and your acting career?
I was nervous at one point that people would only think of me as the girl with all the problems, but I wanted people to also listen to my music, and that's why I didn't want my whole album to be just about the personal issues that I struggled with. I wanted it to be inspiring and uplifting at the same time. So there's a lot of dance songs on the album and things that I wanted people to really have fun listening to. And so that was my goal with my music, and hopefully people listen to my music and think of me as an artist and and also as a role model too. That's really important to me.
And are you comfortable with that term role model now? There must be a time where you weren't.
There was a time where I wasn't. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe these girls look up to me. Why? They don't even know. Don't. You have no idea. but now I feel like I'm actually, I'm on, I can't be any more honest with my fans than I already am. So I feel like if they're accepting me for who I am right now, then thank you. That's awesome.
I know you're doing your part, and of course that's huge in this industry. I just wonder, do you have any thoughts on how everyone, or just as a whole, people can combat those issues of negative pressure and unrealistic expectations that are set by the entertainment industry? Do you know what I mean? How do you fix that?
I think that it all starts, and I know it sounds really cheesy, but I think that it all starts with loving yourself first. And I think that if you love yourself, then you don't feel, then you can accept yourself for who you are, and the pressure to be perfect doesn't really have much of an impact on you. It did on me when I didn't love myself. I needed to be perfect for people to accept who I am. But when I started accepting who I was for me, then I didn't need other people's opinions. So I think there's a website, Love Is Louder, and you can go to that, and it's a campaign. There's a campaign that I teamed up with Love Is Louder Than the Pressure to Be Perfect, and and it's basically all about that.
I saw a lot of people with Love Is Louder written on their hand and on their tattoos and stuff.
That's awesome.
We're gonna get.
You're amazing.
We're gonna get to the song that started this album, Skyscraper, right now from Demi Lovato. We'll be back.